food for thought and thought for food for the week. And it says, once you understand that solutions in quote, aren't created to solve the problems, also in quote, but the problems are created to implement the solutions, in quote, then you will realize just how evil the people creating all the problems really are. Anonymous. I take that again. It's not complex. Listen carefully. Once you understand that the solutions aren't created to solve the problems, but the problems are created to implement the solutions, then you will realize creating all the problems really are. That's why issues don't get resolved. Because we have thrown up people being praised to high heavens even when they are honest about who they are. That is why in open forum we say that our leaders don't lie. It is people that lie on their behalf. And I know majority of citizens are as brilliant as you can ever think. So Nigeria is really blessed because we have a people who have conscience and who are battling to save the country, save the state, serve their communities, and we will not stop. We form part of that very group. Thank you so very much. We want to now go to the resolutions of last week edition, which was the 28th day of April. Just some of them. Based on the issue of the Baka or Ibom Deep Sea Port, which was on the front burner and which I can Twitter to you, said clearly that the Akwa Ibom State government is not yet ready to flag up that project that has been earmarked for May 2025. And I asked him why. He said there's nothing on ground to show that. Why? Because one, the location, like we brought the letter by Oral Union that the former governor has said that if I don't do this project, the petition, they call Investor Balore and said the man ran away and all that. But one thing led to another. We displayed the letter, we read it here, and we saw the issues that we raised. And the fact that the host community were never given audience, and that led to their reaching out by all means. But the content of the letter raised issues about the location, which is what we have said. Location. The natural depth is at the coastal in Ibaka. Any other location will not be a deep sea port, but a dock out port, which is documented. We have said that we believe that media aides of the governor who listen to programs, they monitor programs and give reports, even if they don't have to monitor officially, by accident they should stumble on this and tell the governor, hear what Open Forum is saying. Can we look into it? We discovered that they have not done that. They have not reached out to me. They have not reached out to even actually Twitter to you, who is a senior citizen, and we were supposed to give out a letter last week. I promised that two things happened. The business of getting an 8-year matter solved, and the fact that we are going to have an oral son who was the first to speak with Open Forum over the Ibaka Deep Sea Port issue, to be here with us, so that by the time we galvanize all these things, we'll put out a letter. But be that as it may, nothing on earth will make us fail to drop the letter this week, even if our guest does not come to lend his voice once again. So we are saying commentaries, opinions, ideas on radio and any other medium, media people, government people, pass it to who they need them. If you don't do it, you have failed in your responsibility. Then we also talked about defections to the ruling party, the APC, and we said that it should be devoid of clandestine moves by those accused of looting public treasuries of their state to seek refuge from prosecution. That anyone, particularly immediate past governors, with cases with the EFCC must and shall give account of their stewardship. Is that enough? That, like Kushobole said, if you come to APC, your sins are forgiven, and because you are unable to stand, it not a very small win, and here we are. 3, the excuse by Akwa Ibom State defecting, the excuse that people are saying that Akwa Ibom State should move to the APC, to the ruling party for benefits, for us, we call it, it is lame and untenable. as there is no state in the country under the ruling party that can be used as a model of development, because they are aligning with the center. I challenge you, mention one and what is their benefit. So other excuses should be sought. Otherwise, even a private school child will puncture such an excuse, particularly given the situation of the country generally. And then the absence of His Excellency Akitibo Bon Victor Ota, the father of modern Akwa Ibom State, among the delegation to Mr. President, I think in February, and his total silence in the ongoing drastic political shift in the state is of great concern. We raise that issue. If you have 104 people go to Abuja to meet the president, and they were called stakeholders, and Obon Otai wasn't there, and it wasn't talked about, is a no-no. And what is going on? No opinion is a no-no. No-no, because that is the man that fought to make us what we are. And it wasn't even an opposition party. PDP to PDP. Obon Otai fought and almost lost the second term, and almost was, let's not go there, you know the story. The last but not the least has to do with the fact that given the face-off between Oro Union and a section of the Council of Oro Traditional Rulers, there is the need to resolve issues surrounding socio-cultural organizations that is vital for the well-being of communities and the state. And it is our hope that we'll be able to continue this conversation, believing that Prince Chris Abasiyo will join us as he promised, and so that we can deal with that matter, because next week we're going to bring some other person from that area and other guests to discuss very critical issues. And the one that we've not written down, but which is very important, is the fact that the letter by a new group that is called Akwa Ibom Unity Forum, where they reiterated the request that we made to Obon, His Excellency Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu after their visit. We have taken a different stand, because we had queried that very trip. It was highly political, but they included religious and traditional rulers, and then Mr. President did not say a word. So for this to be done again as if it has never been done, we believe that another approach could have been used. And we are available because we are an ideas bank. We are available to make this available, so that, because Akwa Ibom belongs to